But that's not why we're here. We're here because um, I just came up with a song and an anthem, you know, for Africa. The anthem, you know, talks about a united Africa. It talks about, we Africans pulling together our resources, physical, spiritual, intellectual, and, every resources, we can pull together, to raise the stake of Africa in the scheme of things in the world, to make Africa to rise to, at the end, of the day, that's in our expectation, is for Africa to rule the world. And we believe that, Africa can rule the world. Africa has everything it takes, to rule the world. So we came up with an anthem, that, tells the world that yes, a united Africa can make things happen, and turn things around and put us in the rightful position, as Africans. We also came up with a song titled Arise Africa. I've talked a little about it. Arise Africa is also a song inspirational too, about the need for Africa to arise and take its place, and rule the world. The song kind of goes back to history, to remind us of our roots, to remind us of the history, of, especially Africans that are in diaspora, to remind us that we had some unfortunate moments, and, we had terrible experiences, and our wealth, were carted away, our inheritance destroyed, and all that. We should, remind ourselves of that fact, and that it's time for us, to come together and build Africa. The song also tries to remind us that Africans were used to build the world, the developed world. Africans played a strategic role in developing, and building the developed world. Now it is time for Africans to come back home and build Africa. Even if they're not coming back home, wherever they are, we'll put our hands together and make sure we build the continent of Africa. And we bring the continent of Africa to the limelight, to the effect that Africa will rule the world. That is our dream. That is our goal. That is our vision. So all this is put together by Millions Cry Music. The name of our team is Millions Cry, Music. And Millions Cry, it's about arousing the passion, for people to redirect, their focus, their attention on God, and to always reach out to God for help. So as we're trying to get Africa to take back its position and to, come, back to the limelight and to, rule the world, we're also looking up to God to give us, the help that we need, for the restoration of Africa. In essence, we want the restoration of Africa. We want Africa to come back, to the limelight. We want, even we presented the song just a few hours ago, and we tried to tell, the audience, at the Africa in Diaspora conference currently, going on in Abuja. We tried to tell them that, look, we want a situation whereby wherever we see our fellow Africans, any part of the world, be it in America, in Asia, be it in Australia, in Europe, anywhere, even in Africa, you see your fellow Africa walking on the streets, you chant this, title, Arise Africa. It will remind us, it would, make us to recall, okay? It will give us more inspiration, as to why we need to, arise in whatever capacity we find ourselves, we should remember that we have a goal, and that's to make Africa to arise.